Once upon a time, in a quiet little village surrounded by gentle hills and tall green trees, there lived a young boy named Leo. Leo had bright, curious eyes, always searching, always wondering about the world around him. He lived with his grandmother, Nana Rose, a kind and wise old woman whom everyone in the village loved and respected. She always had the right words at just the right moment. One cool autumn morning, Leo was walking through the forest when something caught his eye. There stood an old, twisted tree, its branches heavy with round, red apples. He reached up and picked one, and inside he found a tiny little seed. Leo held the seed carefully in his palm and ran straight home. "Nana, look at this," he said, holding it up to the light. "What is it? What does it do?" Nana Rose smiled warmly and looked at the seed. "That, my dear Leo," she said softly, "is the beginning of something great. With care, with patience, and with love, it can grow into something truly magnificent." Leo's eyes grew wide. He had never thought that something so small could become so big. That very afternoon, he went to the garden and planted the seed in the soft, dark soil. He watered it gently and made sure it got enough sunlight every single day. Days passed, then weeks, then months. Every morning, Leo ran to the garden, and every morning nothing seemed to change. Slowly, doubt began to creep into his heart. Maybe it won't grow, he thought sadly. But Nana Rose always reminded him, "Good things take time, Leo. Do not give up, the seed is listening. It is working even when you cannot see it." Then one bright morning, Leo spotted something small and green pushing up through the soil. A tiny sprout, fragile but alive. His heart jumped with joy. It was really happening. As the seasons changed, the little sprout grew taller and stronger. It became a young sapling, stretching its branches toward the open sky. And over the years, that sapling grew into a magnificent tree, tall, strong, and full of life. People from nearby villages came just to see it. They marveled at its wide branches and the sweet fruit it gave every autumn. It had become something truly special right there in Leo's garden. Then one dark evening, a powerful storm rolled in. The wind howled, the rain pounded the earth hard. The villagers ran inside, frightened and worried. But Leo stayed outside. He wrapped his arms around the trunk of the great tree, holding on with all his strength. "I won't leave you," he whispered. When morning came and the storm had passed, everyone came outside slowly. And there it was, the tree was still standing. Its branches swayed gently in the breeze, but not a single one had broken. The villagers were amazed. They gathered around, talking quietly, shaking their heads in wonder. This tree had seen many storms, and it had survived every single one. Nana Rose walked over to Leo and placed her hand gently on his shoulder. "You see, my dear," she said, her eyes full of warmth. "Just like this tree, we all face storms in life. But if we plant good seeds inside ourselves, seeds of patience, kindness, and wisdom, we will always find the strength to stand tall, no matter how strong the wind blows." Leo looked up at the great tree and smiled. He understood now, the tree was not just a tree. It was a lesson, one that had taken years to grow just like him. And from that day on, whenever life felt hard or uncertain, Leo would come and sit beneath the tree. And he would remember, every great thing begins with one small seed. Thank you so much for watching and for learning with Fluent Harbor.